What's up, guys? Today is day 2. Sorry about that. And today I wanted to talk about confidence. Most people think that confidence is being loud, being cocky, or being attractive. You know what I mean? All those things can boost your confidence. That's not what being confident is. You know what I mean? Being confident is really just the ability to trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, you know, how are you going to build upon yourself? How are you going to improve yourself? If you can't trust yourself, how are you going to evolve as a person? You know what I mean? And with all that being said, I'm not saying this to bash on you for being unconfident or nothing like that, but you gotta grow. You gotta put yourself in uncomfortable situations. You know what I mean? Let's say, oh, I'm an introvert. I don't like talking to people like that. But I wanna boost my confidence. So you gotta start going out. You gotta start talking to people. You gotta start making more friends. You gotta just put yourself out there in situations. And even if you get rejected, rejection is okay. As long as you can tell yourself, I tried. Oh, I did that. You know what I mean? That's gonna day by day boost your confidence, you know what I mean? Until you get to the point where you're like, I'm a different person than I was 3 months ago, 2 months ago, a year ago. If you don't feel confident right now, you know what I mean, that's fine. Like, even after watching this, I'm not like no motivational speaker, you know what I mean? I'm just speaking about things that I personally do struggle with as well. I can give you guys an example. Personally, I used to be a very good, when I say very good, I mean a very good basketball player, right? I used to be very good at basketball, right? But then things happened between me and the coaching staff and stuff, and quit basketball for 7, 8 months. I ain't touching basketball. Thought it was over. I transferred schools. I'm not the same player I was. I'm slower, more out of shape. I can't shoot. Only thing I could do is really attack the rim and dribble. You know what I mean? And the fact that my game changed that much. I didn't even want to play no more. I didn't even want to touch a basketball. None of that, right? So my junior year, my season really went to like I could have had a way better season. I could have I'm a much better player than I know I played, and I could have been better, you know. But over the season, I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna let this keep me down. I'm gonna put in that work over the summer. I'm gonna get back. I was putting in that work. I was getting confident. I'm scoring the ball more. I'm playing better. Boom! I break my arm. Out for 4 months. Damn. You know what I mean? Now I broke my right arm in the tournament. I don't have the ability to really play basketball for no more. So it kind of felt like, what was the point of me like building all this confidence back if all that was gonna happen? But then I get back into it senior year, which is this like past season. And eventually, I'm getting back, I'm trying to get back. I'm still struggling with it a little bit, but at least I know that I, put in the effort and tried. You know what I mean? That makes me feel a lot better about what I've been doing rather than me just feeling like, oh, no, I can't do this. No, I can't do that. And the reason why I use like a sports example, I can also use looks examples, but, I don't think I'm the most handsome ass dude to be telling y'all this, you know what I mean? But I'm confident in my looks, don't get me wrong. Um, the reason why I use that is because, basketball is a big part of my life, and I feel like a lot of people play sports and they can relate to that. Tomorrow, I think we will be talking about comparing yourself to people online. And yeah, stay tuned for that.